Alright, continuing on into part 3. As I said in earlier videos, the lead in being a lot smaller. I leave this just here though so that people on other platforms can see how consistently easy it is to get started, possibly on the console ecosystem. We'll find out, could be that my game's crashed or collapsed and we can't even resume. But at least we've recorded it on camera and we're being honest to the experience that we're actually receiving. So all I've done is I've turned the console on, just woken up my little handy bits. Probably put my headset on next. After that I'll turn the light off. I do think when the headset first goes on, if it can see the room that you're in, it seems to have an easier time of setting up than if you don't. So let's just do that. Make that up. I think a lot of people have learnt that when you first put it on, you can use the text that first comes up on the screen asking if you're holding a controller. And you can figure out based on how much the red and the blue are blurring pretty much where the middle is. Set yourself up pretty well. So I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. Let's just make sure I'm holding my controller. See, there we go. It's saying to me the lens distance has changed since the last time I used it. And it's saying it might have a hard time, I'm guessing at this point it would have a hard time with the foveated rendering. So I'm just going to go not now. Da-dung. Yes. With any luck, everything should be set up. I should just be able to do this. Alright, so it didn't ask to see my little cage around me. I was just setting this up. Oh no, there it is now. Okay. Beautiful. And no option to continue, so I've got a feeling I'm doing it from the start. Okay, so it looks to me that there is no save game in the tutorial. I've now tried the tutorial 2 or 3 times, not been able to continue. So it's a good chance to practice. I have experienced slightly different play each time I've played it. The second time I played it, it seemed that the throwing was really accurate, and I do feel that there might be a calibrated setup when you're first hooking in the distance from the body, or there might be some sensor that sets itself up when you first install it, and it affects how effective that throw is, essentially because it's calculating the force of my throw. But I swear, the second time I played, I wasn't filming it, I was just running through to catch up to where I'd been. And I was able to throw things perfectly. I haven't been able to replicate that since at all. So I just feel that there might be a setup. There might be something that the users can fix. Look at that, bashing with the handle, pretty powerful. Don't mind that. I might keep that. All right. That. All right. So I want to go. Good-donk. That one. Let's make short menu there. Let's make short menu there. Grab you again. Alright. That's that. Alright, so some sound effects missing. Generally it's pretty good, pretty complete, pretty full experience. Now, I'm just facing where in my room my audio is coming from. I'm just going to get a gauge. No, I didn't lose my bearings, okay. Quite often I lose my bearings where I am in the room. For me that tells me how interactive or how immersive the game actually is. That's 4. That's 1 because I did it close to the other one. Oh, okay. You can get a good 4 out of the bludgeoning. Look at that, I didn't even move it that far. That's the equivalent of the 1-inch punch. That's learning to be a martial arts master. Yeah, I think today the controls aren't as smooth as they have been. Now I've lost my axe. I did click the button to say let go right after I hit that. I was going to say I've thrown it somewhere. Alright. So, oh, there we we go. That actually broke where I touched it. Now, I don't know if that was just pure luck. My understanding is this table is swapped to an angle that the developers wouldn't expect someone to angle it from. Wow. Okay, it actually broke down the line of where I was hitting it. Wow, see, I wasn't sure of that. All three objects just did that. The other day I thought they might have been pre-designed to break in a particular spot, but no, it does look like it's dynamic. There's a lot of math going on in this game that most games just don't bother with. It's a really subtle, really good experience to play. Right. But yeah, the sense of the world, there's very few games that have had snowflakes that look so interactive with ledges. You can get mods in Skyrim that allow, that get the snow under ledges a bit better, but to have a developer, especially what's called an indie developer, pull in a game that just looks this immersive with environments that feel quite natural, it's probably the best RPG I've ever played. Oh, look at that. Hook it around his back of his head and pull him forward. But I guess that's the joy of these physics-based... Oh, brilliant! Take that! Alright. So, it really is a lot of fun, but as is every physics-based brawler, just lets that young teenage angry self in everybody have a vent and be angry and do all the things in life that our parents would have said, oh, don't act like that. Get your video games and they allow you to act like that, and it's just wonderful. Alright, so we know there's a couple of bits of treasure in here which I've yet to been able to install on my body. So I'll just grab these quickly. Drop it, and then put my hand over it, just pull it towards me, that'll do it. Break, and what was it, drop, and then pull it towards me, and done. Right, so I'm getting a bit quicker at some of these things. Alright, take my sword. Okay. So the immersion via headphones, where you get that sense of things behind you through the audio, would certainly be the thing to do. I'm not running this in surround sound, so I haven't got that happy at the moment. But they put a lot of effort into the sound bites. So I would actually say that this is definitely one of the better games I've played. People say it's an indie. I would argue it's... well, I caught that just in the nick of time. So that's greedy, you can actually catch things on the way down. Alright, so I'm just going to attempt to jump over to that there. Right, didn't seem to hurt, that's good. Okay, so that there was the first time I felt mildly disorientated in the room that I was in. And that's true for a lot of people. It's the attitudinal changes that makes people feel a bit, whoa. And that's what's happening for me right now. It's like, oh, this is a bit disconcerting. But most game developers, for that reason, don't put too many attitudinal changes like ladders that climbing up, because you just don't want to alienate your audience. If they've got this part of the game down, oh, I think I dropped it. It's me hitting the wrong button at the wrong moment. Alright, what have I done with my big old need to bash mallet? I need me mallet. I've thrown it, haven't I? Okay, well, due to a little glitch there, I think I lost my wooden mallet by accidentally dropping it. I'm not seeing it. And I'm not going to waste time looking for it. But as I just discovered, you can bash through surfaces that need bashing with other bashable objects, which is kind of cool. Okay, so grab the potion. So put the shield away. Oh, there it is. I think I just found my mallet. So the game wants me to do that, drink the potion, suppose throw the. Oh, yeah, toss it over there. See my mallet there? Yeah, there's my mallet. Awesome. Okay. Question for later on. So I'm kind of zipping through it a little bit now just because I have in the earlier playthroughs gotten up to here and already done this. I think in the last playthrough I kind of tried to have these two play against each other, getting to crisscross, hoping that their blades might collide with each other. With his head. Right. So I think that's it there. That's essentially this bit of the tutorial done. Must admit, I think it took me a serious amount of time to get here the first time, more because I was looking at textures and individual items. But at this point, and okay, so I think it just wants me to go into the menu there, which is fair. Now I brought the menu up. Just told me a second ago. Right, it's none of these buttons, none of these buttons. Definitely not any of those buttons. Menu was holding that button down, I think. No, that's right, just tapping it. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that was all I needed to do to get rid of that. No, it wants me to go to quests. Okay, it's not letting me hit the X on that. I'm getting a little bit. Just put my weapon away. Maybe that was it. No. Well, that pretty much ends my play session today. It was just it was a warm-up apparently. Possibly a glitch here, not being able to get rid of that quest list, couldn't interact with the cage. When I came through here the other day, there was a mild bit of difficulty getting rid of that. It felt like a bit of a glitch in the game. Obviously, a patch to the game will fix this. Mildly frustrating. Let me get rid of that. If I could point somehow, interact with him. Well, that might be me today done for an error in the game. Maybe if I hold the button down. No. I'm looking at it really intently. No. Yeah, it'd be good to get that reward. Alright, well, that was fun. Briefly. Looked at all the respective tongs. I've clicked on it, I've done it, I've brought up this. I feel like I've done what it needed me to do there. It's not going away. Oh, there, I walked through it. Maybe that didn't. No, it was just an audio glitch. Okay, so. Oh, there we go. No. Alrighty, matey, wake up, wake up. Okay, well that was as much fun as that was. I am now going to quit back out to my PlayStation menu and call it right there. Okay, so that's a glitch. That's a gameplay breaking glitch, I would argue. But that's the experience. Ah dear. Okay, so possibly looking forward to a patch in the game. As I said, I have played past that point in another game. It just looks like the game isn't saving in the tutorial level because I haven't finished the tutorial yet. I haven't got to the point where I can save and continue. But look, I'm pretty much running an early build of the game. I think it was 1.000.016. So there hasn't been any updates since, oh there we go, 013. And when I downloaded it, it was 6.96 gigabytes. I feel like it's gone up 30 megabytes to 6.99. So it might be that was the incremental update. It might have happened in the background, don't know. But yeah, it's been out for like 2 days. So I'd expect once it actually receives a patch, it'll be a little bit smoother. Anyway, for your time here with, probably won't upload this video. Didn't really do anything, didn't push us forward, didn't do anything much. But look, it was made, so yeah. Top of the day to you if this actually exists. But if not, well, it was one for the catalogue.